What up, y'all? It's the Morning Hustle with L'Oreal and Kyle Santillian. And you know we got an open door policy around here, man. We got some guests in the building right now that are back, continuing to do big things. The second half of the season is out. Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 Part 2.
Oh, there you go. Get it together.
We're going to start ladies first, man. Alix Lapri is here. Good morning.
Hi.
Y'all may know her as Effie on the show.
Yeah.
And of course, this guy is a menace on the show, man. Our guy, Woody McClain, is
What up?
here.
We in the building. Good morning.
For sure. How you
Play
feeling?
that part so good, we hate you.
Man, I appreciate it though. Yeah. I love to give people something to hate. You know what I mean?
It's good to have the show back, man. Y'all been having people. It's cool, but it's at the same time it's annoying. You get halfway through a season, like, damn, I gotta wait for it to come back for the ending.
I know.
Do y'all feel the same way?
Yeah. You know, especially because I always feel like the second half of the show has like the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
But it feel like nostalgia. What's how you say the word? Nostalgia?
Nostalgic, yeah.
Like back in the day where we just had to wait.
That's
It was
true.
dope. That's when time was slower. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Everything is so fast right now. It's cool to like, you know what I mean, take your time with things. So I enjoy that.
I agree with that because Power is probably one of the only shows that I actually watch once a week, opposed to like how the streaming services are. Most shows I'll wait to the end, but you know they're gonna give the spoilers, and I'm gonna have to leave it. They ruin it each and every time.
be part of the midnight crew. Otherwise, shredded on thin ice.
I definitely was gonna ruin it for Kyle. I came in like, oh, y'all seen Power on? He was like, it's back on. That's another thing too. We didn't even know it was gonna stop. It just stopped out of nowhere. So do they tell y'all like, look, we're gonna take a little break to get the people ramped up?
Yeah, absolutely.
They tell Alix, it's different brackets to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, big dog.
Big dog. She big dog. So I don't get that news until the world get it. Yeah,
for sure.
And the cancellation news we all got. Well, not cancellation, but final season. We're gonna say.
Yeah.
When y'all got that news, because Tariq said he wasn't even aware. Were y'all not aware as well?
Oh, I knew.
Oh my God!
Right, that's what he said. How did you know? They really came and told you.
Start getting my affairs in order.
Yeah, exactly. No, I knew for sure.
Does that leave room for another spinoff though, with some of your characters?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I know I was done. So I knew that going into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I knew 4 was gonna be my last one.
But did you know that y'all were gonna end up hooking up at some point on the show?
Yeah.
That was damn. You know everything.
I didn't know that.
I say I'm the plug, I guess.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
No, you know, I didn't know like for sure, but I could feel it foreshadowing. Like it's just little stuff. They'll be like, just hold eye contact for a little bit. I'm like, okay, so I know where this is going.
Right.
Yeah, I had to force her to hold eye contact with me. Jesus Christ.
Tough job.
No,
Man. Tough job.
But when you do stuff like that, I'm sure you have people that are a little ignorant, obviously. Like some people see you and they're like, they're so mad at you and angry. Do they look at you like, yo, you smashed the homie and they body you?
Absolutely. You know, I've had so many of those moments on this show, like it's just over and over again. I'm like, what is she gonna do now? I'm never surprised. I'm never surprised.
And then you're trying to tell fans like, yo, I'm acting.
Yeah.
You with nothing really happened.
Yeah, they'll see you out in public.
Oh,
why the?
Yeah. I had a whole conversation in the grocery store with an older woman about that. Yeah, she was like, you need to do right.
Oh,
your mom is trying to.
They'll give you a whole sermon right there in the grocery store.
I'm like, I'm just trying to get these chips and dip.
That's how you know y'all are both doing an amazing job.
Yes.
When people feel that passionate that they're coming up to you, really feeling the emotion of what you made them feel from the show.
The best, man. The best. And the show is so much fun. I did not know how much fun Power was until I went to go do something else.
Yeah.
Like I played a sheriff in this movie, and shout out to Garrett Hudlin, Mel Gibson, but I played the sheriff in it.
Not saying like, Mel Gibson like it was just like
it was
Paul from down the street, you know, little Mel Gibson and all
Mel Gibson joint.
Yeah, Mel. But I was like, yo, this shit boring. I'm like, I'm ready to body somebody. I was like so bored on set because it was just boring.
Was it boring because the castmates' relationship at Power is so tight, or was it boring because of the script and the character you were playing?
The character was just so good, and it was just no action from him. It was just boring, man. It was so boring. I was like, damn, I miss Power. I do miss Power.
Well, you coming off a high action, talking about all the stuff that Bobby Brown was getting into that you was playing. That's a lot of action right there. Then going into this character Kane, like both of those guys are turned up. The real Bobby Brown and the fake Kane.
Nah, for sure.
I think that's
agree.
really a testament to your skill too, that you can be seen as so many things and people believe you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's talk about where y'all started out, because the both of y'all started in different realms of things. You were actually a singer?
I was.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where I started.
So where did the transition become where you were like, okay, now I'm going to get into acting?
Yeah, I just kind of, by accident almost, because I wasn't always into the acting, but of course in music they try to get you to do everything, and I'm like, well, no, because I want to be seen as a singer, not an actor.
Right.
But I did it, got with the agency, booked my first job, and really the rest was history, because when I booked Den of Thieves with 50, it was just...
That was it.
Insane. Yeah, I was like, oh, what? This is what I've been missing?
Yeah. And then that connection with 50 is what brought you over to Power.
No, actually, I knew that I wanted to work with 50 again, because if you've ever been around him, you know he's just larger than life, and everything he does is just like executed perfectly. So like, I knew that I wanted to work with him again, but I had to wait for an audition like everyone else, kind of thing, because you know, my role was pretty small in that film, and he treated me so amazing, and it was just such a big blessing. So I didn't really start building my relationship with him until Power. So yeah, I just auditioned like everyone else, and then I got the call. It was over.
And Woody, you was one of them ones that came over here and stole our jobs. One of the England blokes, right? You was born overseas.
No, hell no. I was trolling. I was trolling online.
You said that you was trolling?
I'm trolling. I'm trying to get a superhero gig.
Yo, because I promise you, I don't get the accent from him at all. He's really good.
My cousin's been blowing me up. My cousin been blowing me up. Like, nigga, you from South Carolina? I'm like, I know, but I'm trying to get this work over here. Relax. Stay out of my comments, man. Stay out of my comments.
Nah,
okay?
yo, you really an actor. So were you acting like a dancer as well?
Nah, I used to dance for real though. Like, I started in college. All the women loved the guys I was on campus dancing. So I was like, let me learn how to dance so I can get some women.
Shout out to HBCU.
Shout out to FAMU. You know what I mean? Shout out to Strikers. Shout out to Power Hardiman. Yeah, so I got the dance crew thing. Then I found out you can make money from dancing. So I was like, damn, I need to go to LA. Can I cuss? No cussing.
It's okay.
I can pull it back. I'll pull it back. I won't curse. I was like, yo, I got to go to LA because that's where the jobs are at. So I ended up going to LA, started dancing, and while I'm dancing, I was doing funny videos online, and then people were gassing me online. I was like, oh, you can act. So I was like, okay, let me get in acting classes so I can get more women. You know what I mean? So it was just like, so it was just
that's
like,
what it's all about.
That's just what's feeding my ego. You know what I mean? So now I just been doing everything. You know what I mean? So,
but they said the dancing,
like the women or the
no. That was with a bell at. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, thank you. I'm here all day.
Fire. That was fire.
Even with the dancing, it took you as far as what? You did some background with Chris Brown?
Yeah. So I danced with CB. I danced with a lot of people. And then that got me my job to be the dance double for the Bobby Brown on the Whitney Houston Lifetime movie.
Wow.
Okay.
Shout out to Arlen. He was the Bobby Brown. So I was his dance double. And then from there, Fatima was like, yo, you need to act. They got this movie, New Edition. I think you should audition for it. I was like, I don't want my first role to be somebody because I don't want everybody to keep calling me him. You know what I mean? So that was like the whole thing I didn't want to do, but I ended up doing it at took my trajectory somewhere.
Killed it.
Different. Yeah.
And it's okay they was calling you that, because now they calling you
Kane. They call me Kane, and next one they'll call me Woody.
You leaving a couple videos out. Now let's talk about SZA's video, Snooze.
That was dope.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time. Shout out to SZA. She went to my high school, so you know that's my girl.
Yeah.
Now how was that? You got the call, like, and those some other big names in there as well. You're alongside. How was that shooting Snooze?
That was fun. I'm such a huge fan of SZA. You know what I mean? And I produce music too, so it was hard for me to do the video and be like, not say like, yo, I make beats. I didn't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
She like producers now.
Nah, I didn't want to be that guy. So I'm in the video. I'm like, dang, should I say something? Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna chill. But that, like, the whole energy, she was such a great person to work with. I'm so excited. I see she's doing a movie with Issa Rae, Keke Palmer. So I'm super excited to see what she does on the acting side.
Would you two ever hook up, make some music? Maybe you got beats. You're an artist.
We've been talking about it, but I don't think Alex is on some bigger things.
She's not doing music no more, is she?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Speaking of music, going back to
I'm not done. Yolanda Adams. You gotta come on now. I seen the video. You was killing it now.
Thank you.
Doors, and you did all kind of variety of things. We're not about to walk past. That's a new video now. That's not too. You know, so how did you link up with Yolanda? The Yolanda Adams.
Huge.
Fatima Robinson. She's the only person that can get me to dance. Like I haven't danced in like 8 years right now. You know what I mean? So she called me. She's like, "What? I need you to do this video." I was like, I'm thinking like, bro, I do not want to dance. You know what I mean? But I kind of just didn't want to go against the universe either. So I'm looking at it like maybe this is like a thing for me to like cleanse what I've done with Kane. And kind of like, you know what I mean? And kind of like get a fresher start moving forward. So I kind of just went in there with that mentality.
Did she like choreograph?
Fatima and Dubs choreographed.
Help me out. I help you.
No, I got you. But that was a beautiful moment.
Yeah,
it was really fun. A lot of fun.
When I tell you, and you're absolutely right, because once I seen the video, in my mind, I have Kane right now, like how we had Bobby. But when I saw that, I was like, wow, like this is really dope. It was like refreshing to see. So I'm actually glad you did take that gig.
Thank you.
And did they pay you, or was that a favor?
It wasn't like that.
That's a favor right there.
Yeah.
That's a favor.
That was my offering. You know what I mean? Exactly.
There you go.
Going back really quickly to the Bobby Brown New Edition situation, me and my guy, shout out to my guy Tap Money, we were lucky enough to be sitting at the bar in the hotel one BET weekend, and Bobby Brown comes up and ends up talking to us for like 3 hours. We got drunk at the bar. He is an amazing dude. And he's very open. He talked to us about everything. He talked about his kids. He talked about Whitney. At some point, it was like, I think we all might cry here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What were some of your experiences, your most like, I guess, heart-to-heart experiences with Bobby Brown that made you feel like, yo, I can really do it?
Like, it was the same thing. Like, you know what I mean? We'll go out to dinners and just talk. You know what I mean? I talked to him about everything but his daughter, losing his daughter at the time. I talked about it. I couldn't talk about it, but he's such an emotional person. And like just being with him for those months, it made it so easy for me to play him. Like, you know what I mean? Those moments of him like crying and stuff, like that was the easiest filming I've ever done in my life. Like it was not hard at all. You know what I mean? Like the producer, like, are you okay? You want to do it? I was like, nah, we can keep doing it. Because I really felt like him in those moments.
And I felt like he had such a bad rap for a lot of years, but meeting him is like, come on, man, this dude is genuine. You know what I'm saying?
He took L's a lot, you know what I mean? Especially when everybody was like, yo, he put, you know what I mean, so-and-so on drugs, and then years later, we find out it was like actually a family member that put her onto that.
Yeah, I feel like that happens with so many people too. Like so many, it's once you become a celebrity and you get the pictures and everything, like I feel like people forget that they're human, and it's exactly what it is. Like some of the stuff is just not even true.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One person says it and then everyone says it, and now it's true.
That's it.
Like,
especially in the social media era.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like if we all would just show people more grace, there'd be a lot less canceling and a whole lot more love.
Yeah,
There's so much love to be shown.
But people online say things just to like get like retweets or like just get likes and stuff. Like sometimes they don't really be mean.
Nope,
like,
they just
you know
say
I mean?
anything.
Yeah,
Just for the attention.
Exactly.
So let's talk about this gangster shit.
Okay.
All right. Now, Effie, I want to know, because you do a lot. Sorry.
Alex.
Listen, that means she did a good job. She did a good job. Did we say that? Alex.
That's funny.
So, Alex.
That's crazy. So we got to talk about that too.
We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. But the reason why I even went straight to Effie is because what I wanted to say was, in there, you play gangster. Like, you a boss. You a straight boss. I'm talking about you holding the guns. You running down. You with the plug. Did you know how to hold the gun before?
Yes. I mean,
or did they have to give you a little bit of lessons?
No, living in Atlanta, I carry anyways.
Yeah.
So, like,
I know that's
Don't get it twisted.
Don't run down.
Try to run up on her.
Yeah, exactly.
Run up and get done.
There's always something around. But no, of course, like, that's never been my actual lifestyle. And so there were a lot of things that I did have to learn. But it's also crazy, like, just putting on the clothes and, like, being in the streets of New York, like, it just changes your whole entire body language, your mannerisms. Like, it just changed naturally for me. I definitely never thought that this would be my first role, this kind of thing.
Right.
Because I just was like, that's just so far from who I am.
Because you're like a girly girl, and they got you being a thug.
Exactly. You know, people come up and try to dap me up. Or
that's
like,
crazy.
Hi,
That's crazy.
Hi, like, I'm a girl.
That's funny.
That's
dope.
Is a little crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
but some of the outfits you talked about, the clothes, y'all be fly. I'm talking about like fresh. I thought
This one right here, don't play with him.
No, that's you. That's
Are
you.
y'all
You be
bringing
fitted.
some of y'all own clothes? Because
Never.
what's the budget for this wardrobe?
I can't afford that. Yeah, I'm number 17 on the call sheet. I can't afford that.
I see Mary had on the Louis Vuitton fur. I'm like, now,
man,
come
they
on,
getting
that's a
money.
lot of
You over
money.
here
there.
wearing $10,000 jacket.
And I don't know none of the names. None of the names, seriously.
Well, you
I
get
don't.
called a lot of names on the show by Mary, your
Absolutely.
mama.
She don't be playing.
Is there
Best.
ever a time where she stops after y'all are filming and be like, yo, sorry, I'll give you a little hug? Because she really be cursing your
She be
ass
but
out.
it's fun though.
Yeah.
Like in those moments, like she get
It
to me, but
is.
when they say cut, it's funny.
Y'all be
that's
laughing.
it. Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
your face is
It's
stupid
jokes.
right now. Like Mary, like she one of us. She's not Hollywood at all. She's
Really?
super
She's
grounded.
amazing.
Yeah,
It seems from the
Amazing.
outside looking in, like Mary can be standoffish.
I can see that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
your experience is different.
Yeah,
I mean, because I had heard things about her just around the set. Even they're like, she scares me. I'm like,
I love that.
but she's so nice.
Yeah.
Like she's great. Like my first experience with her, I think I was meeting her as we were doing our first scene together, and it was amazing. Like I felt so
Really?
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah,
So what would
she's a
you say?
legend.
What would you say y'all favorite Mary J. Blige song is?
There's so many good ones.
yeah.
Because I'm gonna think hard. Because I'm gonna ask you about 50 next.
That's easy.
So you got your 50 song first. I'll give you time to think about Mary. What's your favorite
Yeah.
50 Cent song?
21
questions.
Both of y'all
Both
got
of
the
y'all?
same.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, what about Method
Yeah.
Man?
You know, I feel like they make songs like for every single kind of mood. So like Mary, if like I'm at a cookout, I'm gonna put on In This Dancery, okay? Like
Hateration,
Hateration.
holleration. I need all that at
Yeah.
the cookout, okay? But then like
That might be the only Mary song
I'll
I
be
skipped.
waiting up until you get on.
Okay,
Sing it
yeah.
then.
No, come on,
Yeah,
bring it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Hit the
Close
vocal.
enough.
Come on,
Show
man.
what you working with.
Come on, man.
I thought you said you wasn't going for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
No, but that's like such a solid one. Like there's so many. I don't know if you can pick.
I can't pick
one
one. I
for
love
either of
Hurt
those
Mary.
two.
Any of Hurt Mary?
We were just having that conversation.
Turning it,
Yeah,
turn it
I'm
up.
not
Turn
Turn
it
it
up.
up, yeah.
Turn
Hurt
it up.
Mary?
Yeah, Hurt Mary's fire.
Facts.
Yeah.
Let me ask
Sorry,
you this,
Mary,
Alex,
sorry.
because the women on the Power Series, you and all your co-stars, like the guys really be into y'all.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
what is some of the craziest attention that have you gotten from a guy since being on this show? I know they be trying to holler at you.
You know, yeah, it's my DMs are in shambles on a very regular basis.
Regular
Hilarious.
basis.
I have very frequent visitors, and it's also crazy to see like just how different it changes when they are talking to me, because like they be so hard, but they be in my DMs like gushing. Like it's crazy to see. I don't know, it's all crazy. But I have had a few like scary ones. Like I've been like followed into my hotel and like
Oh, hell no, no, that's not. That took the fun out of it.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
nah.
It's crazy how much that happens though.
What does your boyfriend say about your DMs?
We laugh together.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there
That's
like
crazy.
is there anybody
is
that
wild.
maybe he's like a fan of? Like has it been anything like that? Like maybe like a player or something that he's like
Oh, for sure. I mean, but he's a big guy himself, so he's like. I mean,
y'all just
he's
can't watch the
everything.
game no more.
He's everything. No, he's
No, I'm
so
joking.
secure. Like he's
Right.
the
Well, cancel that
sexiest thing
team.
about him. Like he's so secure. Like I've never even had to like so much his thing twice.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I love that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long y'all been together?
A while now.
Yeah, a little while now.
This is my husband.
And that's because y'all get close in the scene. Oh, your husband.
Oh yeah, on my way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's dope though, because I know y'all get close in scenes and you're going to be acting way more and be close with other men. And
Yeah.
does he come on set when you're filming, or
Oh yeah, he was there for one of ours. When
because he's here now?
right.
All right.
They raised the COVID restrictions and he got to come, and it's he sees the art in it all.
Yeah. Who comes
I'm
to see you
blushing
on
talking
set,
about him,
Woody?
Nobody.
You already know where he's going.
I be locked in though, so I don't be wanting nobody, like absolutely nobody. I just want to stay in it.
But that's when you're working though.
Yeah, I'm working. So
but what about when you off? I know, you know what I'm saying? You said earlier, like you was trying to get the dancing to get to the women.
Everything.
Yeah. I stay out the way. I stay out the way, man.
It's getting quieter for me.
I love this. We never do act like this.
Yeah. I stay out the way.
Okay, so you talked about the boys, like how's the guys or whatever. So it does kind of see, when you look at it, it do kind of seem like a boys club, right? Because you got 50 that goes on the tours. He brings the guys out. Do the girls get invited on the tours as well?
Oh yeah. He treats us like princesses.
Y'all just run on stage and do a little more hood stuff than the women.
Exactly.
Well, you know, too, it's kind of like, in those environments, it is kind of like a guy thing. So it's like, I just feel like they like it a little bit better. Like Gianni and Michael are like rambunctious and
they love it.
They love that.
Wild boys. So
how was that tour? Because 50 just went out. He grossed what, the number 3 highest in tour period of all time. But he said that he decided to do that tour and take everybody with him because of the pandemic. And when they said, they was going to shut down they did the writer strike. So he said, come on, everybody, we going on the road. So did y'all have fun? Like, what was the...
I didn't go.
I actually couldn't make it to a show, but I made it to a lot of his other events that he was doing, but I wish I could have.
He makes it like the actors are rappers. Yeah. It's like y'all come out just
we hosting, like that's unheard of.
Y'all were all together just in Louisiana, correct? Like really I saw dope. All of that on IG. It looked like an amazing time.
Hurricane Chris told y'all not to come back.
Right. We banned. We got to check in. I love Hurricane. He hard. He hard.
Let's talk about this sunscreen situation that you had on social media, because people were trying to come at you for wearing sun. Like, what is the problem nowadays?
Crazy. I mean, I had like in college, like we was just in the sun all the time. I was in the marching band, so we was always in the sun. And I end up getting this like pigmentation on my nose, and it just was there for the longest. So then after a while, I just kept telling people like, yo, it's a birthmark. Just so they could stop asking questions. And I went to so many different dermatologists, and none of them knew what it was until I went to LA. Shout out to Tracy, black woman. I went to sit with her. She knew exactly what it was. She was like, 1 out of every 5 African American men get I think it's melasma, one of them things. But she gave me like a chemical peel, told me to keep sunscreen on, and like she really saved my skin. So shout out to you, Tracy. Thank you so much.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Because we definitely I remember growing up feeling like I don't need no sunscreen. We ain't gonna burn. I remember feeling like that.
That sun different.
It's a different sun, right?
Yeah, they turned it up.
I think it's the ozone layers depleting or something. Like it's making the sun burn more.
I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know what gave us that idea, because we're all supposed to be wearing sunscreen. Absolutely. Like you said, the sun is very. You could get skin cancer.
Yeah, for sure.
Skin cancer, wrinkles, wrinkles. Literally, everybody Zendaya says it. Everyone, everyone beautiful says their number one beauty secret is SPF.
You don't want to look like Donald Trump.
That's right.
But talking about these things, I think is very, very important, especially for men. Like, you know, I didn't know growing up that I should be wearing cologne and stuff back then. Like, you know, I didn't know we should go get our like, I had no idea. But I really feel like the generation before us should like help us like
learn.
Like,
if you don't come from a place where like you can afford to do all of that, like you know, like in a lot of these places where we're from, people don't get manicures because it's just like you don't got it, like you don't got it, so you don't learn about it. Like you said, nobody talks about it because like we just don't.
But they make it be like men get men. That's feminine. I hate when people say that.
You know, I'm coming around.
He says that. He's like, that's girl.
Exactly.
I might do the manicure thing once or twice, but the pedicure thing is still foreign to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know.
I be in there with me and my girl. We be in there together. So we go get it done. Me and my girl, we be in there together.
Oh, so you do have a girl.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We asked.
Yeah,
of course.
You ignored.
But I just enjoy my privacy. You know what I mean? Like that's the biggest thing in the world is your privacy.
I was gonna say, can you still have that nowadays?
I have it.
I know everyone spots y'all when you're outside though. So how do you keep that low key portion?
I know where
to
go though.
Yeah, and also like I feel like it's not that I'm hiding. It's just like private. So like I'm not. There's like a difference that you can keep. Like if I see people out, like cool. Like, we're cool.
But you're not
like
plastering things on every social media platform, that kind of thing.
That kind of ruins things anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every
like,
time.
Get too
I
involved.
used to, even with my niece, like I used to post my niece a lot because she has like the best personality. She's 5 now. But like I can't obviously can't do that anymore,
I struggle with that. Like I do post my family from time to time, but then there's times where like, man, maybe this is too much, or because I don't want to post something like, you know, I got a daughter in college too. So do I want people on her campus that might follow my page approaching my daughter on something that I posted? Like we don't want that.
Nah, you don't want none of that.
Yeah.
I don't post my mom, my dad. Like I came home one time and my mama had like a picture. I'm like, where'd you get this from? She's like, oh, somebody online sent it. I'm like, you give me your address? I'm like, no.
Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get it. Yeah.
Let me ask you, Alix, about what you mentioned a second ago about where you're from. You know what I mean? And Kansas?
Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka, Kansas.
To be exact.
To be exact. You know what I mean? Well, I'm just going to ask you straight up, what is it like there? And I would assume that, you know, places like that, you might be one of the more famous people from where you're
the
from.
only famous person there? No,
I didn't want to assume that. I didn't want to assume that, but
I feel like Tech 9 or something is the only person I've heard from.
Really?
Okay,
Dope.
Tech 9.
Other than that, yeah, pretty much. It's it's rough, but it's home, and I'm trying to put it on the map as best as I can. Because like you said, it's just like the exposure there is so low. Like I didn't see before. So like when I was singing, like I always told people like I was a singer, but I was not a superstar. Like I just know how to sing. So like the whole artist thing, and even like moving into the entrepreneurial space, like I'm learning so much from the people around me because like that's just not a thing there. Like, you don't make it out. Ever.
If you didn't leave there, like what do you think you would be doing in Topeka right now?
Like I mean, I would like to say not in trouble, but it's just so hard not to get in trouble there. Like
really,
it's so small, and there's like nothing to do there. So all there is like trouble to find.
Yeah.
So
do people there look for you to bring like resources back now that you're on? Or?
Yeah, you know, I plan on it, even if it's, you know, whatever I can, or in the form of education. Like I plan to go back and like talk to some schools and stuff, because the kids there, like the kids are so incredible in Topeka. Some of the brightest minds I've ever seen. We have like magnet schools and things like that. So like just even education in the form of like mental health, because that's also a place where like mental health is like so prevalent, but it's also not talked about. So like and like I said, gun violence and gang activity, like these are things that I feel like education, yes, I'm bringing the money too, but like education is more beneficial than anything.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I think when you're around big cities like New York, Atlanta, LA, Chicago, a lot of times people in those cities, number one, they don't even feel like there's black people in a state like Kansas. And number two, if they are there, they feel like, oh, life must be sweet out there. It's all easy going.
Or like cows. And it's just like, not, I always get that. Is it cows. Country there? No.
Cows is hilarious because I think I was thinking cows.
When you hear Kansas, it's like, oh yeah, like cows, farms, or some shit. Like,
well, I'm sure everybody there is proud of you. I'm sure everybody's proud of both of you guys.
Especially in England, all the way from England.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do want to ask y'all this before we wrap this up. I have been seeing some people kind of criticize the storyline this season, saying it's a little outlandish, that it's like, okay, this is a little unbelievable.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? And what do you have to say about people that have that to say?
I mean, in my personal opinion, I feel like Power was always outlandish, but it's still good. So it's like, obviously, y'all keep coming back. So.
What do you
didn't want to add to that? You didn't want to add?
No, I haven't watched this season, so I don't know. I don't be watching the comments either.
Yeah,
so.
like it'd be crazy, like out of nowhere, like they like SWAT, Tariq turn into SWAT.
I mean, I'm not gonna mention too much, but I know that BMF, they was wearing like AirPods on it or something.
BMF. Not you trying to throw BMF under the bus.
I've always said that it's outlandish, but it's still fun to me. Like I still enjoy it.
But you know, TV needs that like larger than life.
AirPods and BMF though.
That's crazy.
But people need to know this is TV though, so I'm not mad at the outlandish stuff.
Do y'all really got like fake beef between shows where y'all kind of be throwing shade at each other? Is that like a thing for real?
No, it's so, you know what, Da Vinci, like I see him all the time.
Yeah,
I see him all the time, and it's just nothing but respect, but it's just fun.
Because I be seeing Michael kind of taking shots at other Power versus shows.
Hilarious.
No, BMF is amazing. They're everything. They're killing it over there.
What do y'all have coming next? Because I know there's something on the horizon. You said you got your ducks in a row as soon as you figured out
Yeah.
So that means something's coming. Can you tell us?
Just more TV, really. Like, I love TV, and I have a lot of fun doing what I do. So more TV, and thinking about getting into the more entrepreneurial space. Like I was saying, I've been learning a lot in a lot of different areas. So.
I wonder who taught you all of that.
The legend himself. The legend. No, I've been cooking up, man. I produce music, so I've been in the studio, so that's dope.
Wow.
I got a record with Jacquees that I'm excited for everybody to hear.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jacquees.
I'm sure he'll be up here with it.
Right.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I got a comic book called The Brotherhood that I just got done.
Yes.
We're about to publish that. Yeah, just producing shows. I like the behind the scenes stuff the most.
That's
Really?
dope.
The real big boss over here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope.
For sure. Yeah, I want to give
dope.
opportunities, especially to the people I was in the game with when we were doing like Instagram videos and Vine videos. Like, I was in the class with like DC Young Fly, like Just Hilarious. We were in that group.
Social media.
Yeah, that was our crew. So I really want to get into like my Eddie Murphy bag and get a Harlem Nights, and I can bring the homies in, and now we're doing movies together. Like, that's the big goal for me.
Yeah,
the ultimate goal.
Yes, I love that.
I'm sure y'all can make it happen. Make that happen. And at this point, y'all got enough singer actors between the whole Stars universe.
I know that's right.
Exactly.
I know
Get
that's right.
Timmy in there.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Shout out Ro Timmy.
for
That's
sure.
my boy.
So congratulations on all that y'all doing. We love watching y'all work. We appreciate y'all being here. Y'all good people, cool people. So keep winning, man.
We appreciate y'all for having us. Great energy, great time. Absolutely.
Alex Woody, it's the Morning Hustle, man. Good luck.
And don't call them Effie, or Bobby, or Kane, or none of that.
Bro, that'd be the word.
That's so
That has
funny.
facial. It was like so Effie.
We are the Morning Hustle.